Welcome back to our channel and thank you for watching. I'm going to start by saying that, and I hope you're using the playlist function because this is interview number 26, 27, and we are going to for sure keep interviewing the most interesting people. We get to sit down with these people, talk to them, the builders, the CEOs, the general managers, everybody who's trying to build up our space. We're Crypto Focus, Johan Cruijff Arena for the Dutch Blockchain Week Summit. 2 days of panels, site events, talks, discussions, networking with everybody that matters in our network and in our crypto space. And let's be honest, we wouldn't be sitting here if we didn't have the right partners. Everything, you probably saw all the videos, our whole newsroom gets to be here because of the right partners. And let's be honest as well, Dutch Blockchain Week wouldn't have happened without the right partners like Bybit. Bybit EU is here with an amazing booth, amazing people, trying to make sure that you guys understand what is necessary to make money in this market. Because that's what it comes down to, making money in a safe, reliable way. So, Indy is here. You know what to do. Share this video, comment, like this video so we can keep making this type of content. So Indy, first of all, thank you for making the time. I got to commend you guys because for us, making sure that whoever we talk to is active on socials is important. And you guys on socials are on point. You're doing your AMAs, you're talking to people, you're going live, you're answering questions. So we have so much content to work with.
Yeah.
So first of all, congratulations on that.
Thank you. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for having us.
Wonderful. So a lot of people are talking about July 1st, July 1st, July 1st.
Yes.
You guys have no worries when
No,
it
we have
comes
no worries
to
whatsoever.
July 1st, but it goes beyond that. How have you guys managed to, I don't even know how to say it, but you've grown to the point where people trust you as an exchange.
Yeah.
How did you guys manage that in such short amount of time here in the Netherlands?
Yeah, great question. So I think we had a global brand prior to that, right? Regulation is one part of it. Being present is one part of it. Being present at events, doing activations. But I think next to that, we are a global brand. We've set up the European branch right now, and what that means is that we are locally visible. So we have teams in the Netherlands, we have teams in Germany, we have teams in France, we have teams in the whole of Europe. And growing the trust is basically done through repetition, through being there when times are hard, right? If we talk about 1010, we were there. So I think Europeans are typically, or for instance, Western Europeans, they are wealthy. They want to invest their money somewhere. Crypto has always been a place which was for the cowboys, for the criminals, or at least what they said, right? You and I know better. And emphasizing on the importance of having regulations, having a trusted platform, and being there by customer service, but also, our ambassadors or the team and I who are constantly in touch with our community, builds that trust and builds the brand as a European brand instead of, just a global brand where people have no connection with.
How do you keep that up? Because like you said, European brand, global brand, you're pushing products, but right now compliance comes into play as well.
Yep.
You need to be compliant. There's regulation that comes into play. How do you keep up that good energy when it comes to Bybit EU as a whole?
Yeah, great question. So I think regulation from the cowboy perspective, right? In back in 2017, 2018, nobody wanted regulations. We all thought Bitcoin was going to be the currency, and the fiat currencies would, be eroded.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for me, I was also in this pool, but regulation is needed, right? So we can better embrace it, we can promote it, and some people will not like the regulations, but I think trying to emphasize again the importance of the regulation. Regulation is just a step for the better of the whole crypto space and the sector. It's just important as is. And we do that by like you said, the EMAs. Whenever there's new regulations, we go online and we talk to our community. But apart from that, we just have to follow certain rules, and we do that very well. We explain it very well, and we bring it as a positive thing because the community can grow, right? The space can grow by having certain rules in place.
Everybody keeps using that word, the regulation, the regulated, but from your perspective, from the position you're in, what does that mean for the user of Bybit as a platform that you guys are regulated?
Yeah. So regulated for a user means compared to unregulated exchange, some extra hurdles, if you may say. You need to KYC, which is nothing weird, because with your banking account you need to KYC. With certain services you need to KYC, which is not a big problem, and it comes with some extra set of rules justifying where money comes from and stuff like that. But on the other hand, for the user, it means having a trusted exchange or a broker, or a trusted platform where they can safely store their money, or use their money to buy crypto assets. And apart from that, it gives a certain insurance, right? Again, nothing is guaranteed in crypto, but it means for the user they can deposit off and withdraw their money safely on a safe platform. Whereas some exchanges, and we've seen it in the past, are not regulated. Their protocols are not regulated. Their assets are not checked, and then they fall down, take the customer's assets with them. They either do a startup again, or they just vanish and they take the money. Which is, with regulated exchanges, the risk is way less.
What you just said, the Dutch consumer is very skeptical. In Dutch, they
Yes.
use the word nuchter.
Yes,
We're
yes.
very aware of
Yeah.
scams, and we've gone through a lot as a Dutch consumer. How do you make sure that you, as Bybit EU, not only remain in the good graces of all your clients, but
Mhm.
how do you make sure you keep growing in a market that's, let's be honest, European market's not easy.
No, they're tough. They're tough. Yeah.
Exactly, they're tough. And how do you deal with that toughness to make sure you keep growing?
So I think one thing that helps us is having a local team. So we understand the concerns that users may have. We understand the investor sentiment, and I think for us, having a local team works very well because we are also Dutch, right? We understand that being direct or being skeptical is part of the culture. So we're upfront. We don't overcompromise or overpromise, and I think in that way we can serve the Dutch market, and the Germans can serve the German markets, and the France people can serve the France market very well. So we have to stay nuchter, or Dutch nuchterheid in that way.
Very good. Now, well, like you said, you guys are trying to serve all these different markets, but you guys don't go into the hype. I follow your marketing
Yeah,
as
yeah,
a
yeah.
partner. I follow it. You guys don't push FOMO. You don't push the fear of
No,
missing out.
no.
So how do you do this? How do you remain relevant while not pushing the hype and the FOMO?
Yeah, so great question, because of course if you're going to list any shitcoin that's the hype of the moment right now, of course you're going to gain momentum. People are going to come to your exchange or your platform. And indeed, some platforms, they have more coins because they list all those shitcoins. We don't follow that, because we say, hey, it needs to have a good white paper. Everything needs to be solid and checked. So refraining from all the hype is very easy. Again, like you said, how do you keep the momentum is the next question. And I think it's done basically through the base layer that we have of the trust, but also new campaigns, new products, and stuff like that. We've got our earn products, we've got the Bybit Card, we got all of those cool things that people want to see, right? We've got neobank experience right now of neobanks offering cards, offering crypto. So we're also directly competing with the neobanks or with the traditional finances. And I think just going into that traditional finance topic is, we are building the products right now which are classified as traditional finances. So for instance, stocks, but also we'll get IBAN accounts. We've got the Bybit card, right? So I think the momentum or the hype that we are creating is through our products instead of through our listings, right? So we're not listing any shitcoin. We're building our products. It's a solid base. So yeah,
Specific word, the product.
yes.
From your perspective, personal perspective,
Yeah.
what is that one product that you say, hey, this is what sets us apart?
I think our spot is very well. Again, Bybit Card is a very well product, so maybe I'll even go with the Bybit Card. You can pay anywhere. You got it digitally on your phone. You can get a physical card. You can get some cashbacks on subscriptions and stuff like that. So maybe even I would go with the Bybit Card.
Well, the Bybit card rolled out.
Yes.
What was the reception? How did people react to it?
Initially? You mean initially?
Yeah, when you guys rolled out.
Great thing, right? We had in Netherlands, especially, we had some great cashbacks. But again, I think especially for your grandmother, grandfather. I've been talking to a lot of people recently, and they said, "Hey, my grandfather got the Bybit card. It's so easy to pay right now." Instead of just, and that's what we're here for, right? We want to get adoption growing. We want people to pay with their crypto. Personally, I've got my holdings, and I'm not a big fan of spending my crypto, but I can deposit my money, convert it to crypto, or get my fiat either way, and pay with the card. And I think the reception was great, because now you have a way of spending your crypto, spending your fiat, doesn't really matter, without cashing it out. So you don't have to to go through all the hoops and cashing it out to a wallet and then putting it on your other, credit card account or debit card account. So we've got a one-way, one shop for spending your crypto and getting some cashback. So everybody loved it.
That's wonderful. You attend a lot of events. And because of that, as you walk into the Dutch Blockchain Week right here at the Johan Cruijff Arena, what was your feeling? What was the impact of being here for a Dutch crypto event?
Yeah, so the impact has been great, right? So as you look around, there's many booths, there's many big companies. I think the industry has grown, right? We see more traditional finance booths right now over here. We see consultants, we see government booths over here. So the AFM is there, Field is there. We've got many great companies and booths over here. So overall, the crypto scene is just completely growing, right? Every year on year, booths are growing, the venues are growing, and it's great to see so many people here for the same goal and the same purpose to grow the crypto sector, as you said in the intro, and work together. Because I think many people here are also here to connect with the other booths, right? To see what they can do together to make this space safer or grow the space in a certain way. So being here, talking to people, talking with people like you, hearing what the community is doing, hearing what the industry is doing is very important for us to also take that feedback and start building again. But also as a validation of, hey, the past 6-7 years have been great. It's not the cowboy scene anymore, and we're here. Crypto is an asset class right now, right? It's not shady internet money or something like that. So I think it's very great to be here, and the organization is great. And yeah, we'll look forward to the next ones.
That's good. And something that's going to become a soundbite for sure. It's not the cowboy Wild Wild West anymore. We're a real asset, and we
Yes.
are moving forward. So as you keep moving forward, what can we expect from Bybit EU in the next 3 to 6 months?
So one thing that people have been questioning about, right, is what are the new products that are coming? Unfortunately, we cannot give the date, but we're looking at a certain period right now in which we're going to launch products that people have on global right now, right, or that other parties already have. We're getting IBAN accounts on the EU. We're getting our MiFID license right now, which means we can have a whole set of new products. And I think one of the important things to mention here is that Ben Zhao, our CEO, starting this year, he announced that our new slogan is going to be the new platform, the new financial platform, which basically means we're not here for the traders anymore, which is still the core value of Bybit, and Bybit is known for having trader tools, but we're focusing on respectfully the average Joe, right? The person who says, hey, I'm done with inflation. I want to hedge myself against inflation. I want to buy a certain coin or a certain amount of money to hedge my inflation. And that should be done at Bybit EU or at Bybit in Global, but by Bybit EU. And that basically means we should offer the tool set that the regular people who are not crypto minded are looking for. So they want to buy some crypto, they want to keep it there, they want to get some yield or some APRs on that with our earn product, for instance. They want to have the card. So we have all those tool sets to be the one-stop shop for people who are interested in finance. They want to grow their portfolio. And that can be done to traders tools, but also to the traditional finance tools. And I think that's coming in the coming period. Apart from that, we're doing more in local campaigns. And I think we are building something very great at EU. And luckily in the Netherlands, we had the other subsidiary before. So when Bybit EU was not there, we had Bybit in the Netherlands,
Yes.
powered by Satos. And I think we built a great community over there already. So the Netherlands is generally known within Bybit as one of the best markets, one of the best communities, and I think we can be proud of that. So building that out even more, leveraging the momentum that we have, and then duplicating that to other countries, because the Netherlands is an example for Bybit, is going to be very important in the coming months.
I hope you paid close attention to what he said because he came alive. When he was telling you the roadmap, when he was telling you what's coming in the next 6 months, you could see in his face how excited it was.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah, yeah.
awesome looking
We're
at
happy
you,
to
man.
build these products, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You could see your excitement. You could see how happy you are. And in a nutshell, Bybit is becoming a human-centered, first client-based company. That's what I heard. That you're gonna put the human right there. What do you need? What can we do for you? How do we cater to you? It's not about business. It's not about making money. It's about how can we make your life better. That's what Indy just told us. And that's what we can expect in the next 3 to 6 months. And I'll be honest with you, I'm very happy we get to go on this journey with you.
Yes.
Right? I'm very happy we get to actually bring all this information every week forward and make sure that you know how to benefit from everything Bybit is going to be doing. Indy, thank you for taking the time. You're a very busy man. Your booth is lines. Everybody's there trying to get information. We're crypto focused. This is a Bybit powered video for the simple fact that they give us the power to bring you this material right here. This is the Johan Cruijff Arena Dutch Blockchain Week Summit. 2 days of the best and most interesting discussions. Indy from Bybit, share this video, like this video, leave a comment, and we will see you all very soon.